Welcome to your late October weather briefing. Today, October 23rd, 2025, we're tracking major weather stories from coast to coast. Out west, a powerful Pacific jet stream is unleashing heavy rain and mountain snow, while the Caribbean faces a dangerous tropical threat. Meanwhile, a deep chill is sweeping across the central and eastern U.S., ending the growing season for millions. A potential nor'easter could bring high winds and heavy rain to New England just before Halloween. From the snow-capped Cascades to the Caribbean and the Northeast, big weather is on the move. We'll break down each system, their timing, and what you need to know to stay prepared. Let's dive into the details. The West Coast is bracing for a relentless onslaught of storms as a series of powerful weather systems line up over the Pacific. Residents from California to Washington are preparing for a dramatic shift in conditions, with meteorologists warning of a prolonged period of unsettled weather. The skies are already darkening and the first signs of the incoming storms are visible along the coastline. This is all thanks to a powerful Pacific jet stream, which is acting like a conveyor belt, steering storm after storm directly into the Pacific Northwest. The jet stream is unusually strong and persistent, funneling moisture-laden air from thousands of miles away and setting the stage for a significant weather event. This setup means days of heavy rain and gusty winds for Washington, Oregon, and Northern California. Urban areas are already seeing the first impacts, with commuters facing slick roads and reduced visibility. Winds are expected to pick up, with gusts strong enough to bring down tree branches and cause scattered power outages. The first wave is already soaking the Seattle-Tacoma area, drenching neighborhoods and filling local streams. As the rain continues, it will spread inland through the weekend, reaching communities that haven't seen significant precipitation in weeks. Residents are advised to keep an eye on local forecasts and be prepared for rapidly changing conditions. A low-pressure system off the Washington coast will intensify, drawing in even more moisture and energy. This will bring not only heavier rain to the lowlands, but also significant snow to the Cascade Mountains. Snowfall rates could be intense at times, making travel through mountain passes hazardous and increasing the risk of avalanches in backcountry areas. Rainfall totals could exceed 2 inches in Portland and Salem, with localized flooding possible in low-lying neighborhoods and along rivers. City crews are already preparing sandbags and clearing storm drains to help prevent the worst impacts. Residents should be alert for flood advisories and take precautions to protect property. Spokane and other inland areas will also see unusually heavy rain, a rare event for this time of year. The persistent wet weather could lead to minor flooding in urban areas and rising river levels across the region. For many, it's a reminder of how quickly conditions can change when the jet stream is active, and the pattern isn't letting up anytime soon. Another potent system is lined up for early next week, ensuring the wet and stormy weather continues. Forecasters say this could be just the beginning of a multi-week stretch of active weather, with more storms waiting offshore. Mountain travelers should prepare for winter driving as snow levels drop and conditions deteriorate. Chains may be required on major passes, and visibility could be reduced by blowing snow. Those planning trips into the mountains should check road conditions and be ready for sudden changes in the weather. While this active pattern brings much-needed water to drought-stricken areas, the intensity and duration of the storms demand caution. Rapid runoff could swell rivers and reservoirs, and emergency crews are on alert for potential rescues and road closures. The West is in for an active, dynamic, and wet stretch, with communities up and down the coast preparing for whatever the jet stream brings next. Stay tuned for updates as this powerful weather pattern continues to unfold. Shifting our focus to the vibrant and vulnerable Caribbean, a region that has seen its share of powerful storms over the years, we turn our attention to a new and growing threat. Tropical storm Melissa is quickly becoming our next major concern, drawing the eyes of meteorologists and residents alike as it churns over the open waters. At this moment, Melissa is contending with strong wind shear, which is temporarily limiting its development. However, forecasts indicate that by this weekend, the storm will move into an area of much warmer waters and lighter upper-level winds, conditions that are ideal for rapid strengthening. Meteorologists warn that rapid intensification is likely, and the latest models suggest Melissa could reach the formidable strength of a Category 4 hurricane. This would make it one of the most powerful storms of the season, with the potential to cause widespread damage. What makes Melissa especially dangerous is its slow movement. This sluggish pace means that areas like Jamaica and eastern Cuba could experience not just a brief onslaught, but hours or even days of relentless winds and torrential rainfall, greatly increasing the risk of catastrophic flooding and landslides. Southern Haiti, already vulnerable from previous storms, is also at significant risk. Torrential rain could lead to flash flooding, swollen rivers, and dangerous mudslides, threatening communities and infrastructure. Adding to the uncertainty, Melissa's projected path remains highly unpredictable. Even a slight shift in its track could dramatically alter which islands are most affected, making it crucial for everyone in the region to stay informed and prepared. With the threat of life-threatening conditions looming, residents in the potential impact zone are urged to take action now, secure property, gather emergency supplies, and have an evacuation plan ready. Early preparation can make all the difference. The National Hurricane Center is monitoring every development around the clock, analyzing new data and updating forecasts as the situation evolves. Their vigilance is critical in providing timely warnings to those in harm's way. It's important to remember that Melissa is a late-season storm, arriving when many may have let their guard down. Its potential for historic impacts serves as a stark reminder that hurricane season is not over until it's truly over. We'll continue to keep you updated as Melissa's story unfolds. Stay alert, stay prepared, and look out for your neighbors as the region faces this serious threat. Hurricane Melissa's biggest threat is extreme record-shattering rainfall. Some areas in Jamaica and Cuba could see over 2 feet of rain, triggering catastrophic flash floods and mudslides. The mountainous terrain is especially vulnerable to landslides and swollen rivers. Even areas outside the storm's core could face devastating flooding. Most forecast models keep Melissa's worst impacts over the Caribbean, with only a minimal risk to the U.S. mainland. The storm's exact track will determine who faces the strongest winds and storm surge. For now, the focus is on Jamaica, Cuba, and southern Haiti. Residents should heed all warnings and prepare for a prolonged, dangerous event. Our thoughts are with those in the storm's path. We'll continue to monitor every development. While the West gets drenched, a blast of Arctic air is sweeping across the central and eastern U.S. A deep trough in the jet stream is ushering in the coldest air of the season, ending the growing season for millions. Freeze warnings and frost advisories stretch from the Midwest to the Appalachians. Temperatures will dip into the low 30s, with some areas waking up to a hard freeze. The chill will shift eastward through the weekend, bringing the first real taste of winter to the Great Lakes, Ohio Valley, and Northeast. It's time to protect sensitive plants and prepare for colder days ahead. This cold air will also help fuel the next big East Coast storm. Bundle up, winter is knocking early. Let's look at what's next for the Northeast. With cold air in place, the Atlantic coast is primed for a powerful nor'easter next week. Forecast models agree on a rapidly intensifying coastal storm forming just before Halloween. The storm will likely track northward off the coast, bringing strong winds and heavy rain to New England. Gusts could reach 50 to 60 mph, causing power outages and dangerous marine conditions. Coastal flooding and erosion are possible, especially during high tides. Residents should secure outdoor items and prepare for raw, windy conditions. The heaviest rain and winds will depend on the storm's exact track. Stay tuned for updates as the nor'easter develops. Preparation now can make all the difference. As Halloween night approaches, excitement is in the air and families across the country are getting ready for a night of costumes, candy, and spooky fun. But before you head out the door, let's take a closer look at what the weather has in store for your trick-or-treating plans. For most of the country, the main story this Halloween is the chill in the air. Temperatures are dropping as a cold front sweeps across much of the nation, bringing a classic autumn feel to the festivities. If you're planning to be outside for a while, you'll want to dress warmly and prepare for a brisk evening. Cold air will linger from the Midwest to the East Coast, so costumes will need extra layers. Parents, make sure your little ghosts and goblins have sweaters or jackets under their costumes, and don't forget hats and gloves for those especially chilly spots. It's a good idea to plan for shorter routes or quick stops indoors to warm up. In New England, the nor'easter that's been making headlines should be moving out by trick-or-treat time, but don't put away those umbrellas just yet. Lingering showers and gusty winds are likely, so waterproof costumes and sturdy shoes are a must. Watch out for slippery leaves on sidewalks and driveways. Expect temperatures in the upper 30s across New England, but with the wind blowing it will feel even colder. Wind chills could dip into the low 30s, making it one of the coldest Halloweens in recent years for some towns. Be sure to check on the little ones and keep an eye out for signs of getting too cold. The Great Lakes and Mid-Atlantic regions will see clear skies, but don't let that fool you. It's still going to be cold. Temperatures will hover in the 40s, and a light breeze will make it feel even chillier. It's perfect weather for those classic autumn scenes, but you'll want to keep moving to stay warm. The southeast will be cool but comfortable, with temperatures in the 50s and 60s, ideal for showing off costumes without heavy coats. Meanwhile, from Texas to Florida, families can expect mild, dry weather, making it a great night for outdoor parties and neighborhood gatherings. No need to worry about rain or cold here. Out west, a break between storms means quieter, cool conditions, mainly 40s in the northwest. Overcast skies will add to the spooky atmosphere, but rain should hold off for most, making it a good night for trick-or-treating or haunted hayrides. California and the Southwest will be calm and pleasant for outdoor festivities. Expect temperatures in the 60s and 70s, with clear skies and a gentle breeze. It's the perfect setting for families to stroll through decorated neighborhoods or enjoy community events under the stars. The upper Midwest could see some light rain, so keep an umbrella handy just in case. Most areas, though, will just need to bundle up against the cold. If you're heading out, waterproof shoes and a warm hat will go a long way to keeping everyone comfortable. All in all, plan for a chilly Halloween almost everywhere east of the Rockies. Whether you're trick-or-treating, heading to a party, or just enjoying the sights, be sure to dress for the weather and keep safety in mind as you celebrate. As the calendar turns to November, cooler air will settle in for many, and the first hints of winter may be just around the corner. Stay tuned for your early November outlook and have a safe and happy Halloween. As we enter November, a new pattern emerges. Warm in the west, cool in the east. The Madden-Julian oscillation is setting up a ridge over the west and a trough over the east. Expect above-average warmth from the Rockies to the Pacific, while the eastern two-thirds stay cooler than normal. The Pacific Northwest and New England will remain wetter than average as storms ride the jet stream. The central U.S. will be drier and cool, with sweater weather sticking around. This pattern is expected to persist through the first week of November. After a stormy October, the West will welcome the break. The East should prepare for continued chilly, unsettled weather. Stay tuned for more as autumn deepens. As October ends, the U.S. faces dramatic weather contrasts. Soaking storms in the west, a dangerous hurricane in the Caribbean, and a nor'easter in the east. Preparation is key. Check storm drains, protect plants, and heed local warnings. For those in the Caribbean, take all hurricane precautions seriously. In the east, get ready for freezing temps and possible power outages. Stay informed with updates from trusted sources, whether you're bracing for storms or bundling up for Halloween. Stay safe and weather aware. We'll be here, tracking every development with you.